Where MAGA comes to talk. And I got to tell you, got a great delivery from the United States Postal Service today from the official Trump store. Got my Trump 2028 hat and my Gulf of America hat, both made in the USA. And these are from the official Trump store. And I got to tell you, President Trump is absolutely amazing. When he first handed these out to the cabinet, my wife immediately went to the official Trump store to order them. They're sold out. They're on back order, and I got them like so quick. President Trump doesn't mess around. He gets things done quick. So they sold out instantly, but I got mine already. And of course, they're both made in the USA. See, right there. Made in the USA. That's the Gulf of America hat, which says Gulf of America, yet another Trump development. And this, of course, is the Trump 2028 hat. And it is also made in the USA. So these are awesome hats. And President Trump, I love it. This one, I really like them a lot. And this one here, I like this one too. They're both great. How could you not love them, right? They're Trump. Oh, man. You know, and this thing about the Gulf of America, you know, this is just what blows my mind about the left, right? Why would you be opposed to renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America? Why would you be opposed to that? It makes no sense whatsoever to be opposed to that. You know, the Gulf of America is what it's called now. That is the official name, and it mostly, you know, what President Trump says about it is so true. The Gulf of America, more of it is along the United States than Mexico, right? It is Florida, southern coast, Texas. So we've got more coast on the Gulf of America than Mexico does. But it also highlights the United States of America. And of course, the liberals are opposed to anything that promotes the United States of America in a positive light. I mean, you know, the liberals have always been the hate America first crowd, and they never waste an opportunity to show you that they hate America, right? And this is a hat that I am going to wear with pride along with this one. I like them both. Which one do you like best? Gulf of America, Ireland, welcome. Or Trump 2028. Which one do you like the best? Yeah, I've got 3 new hats now. I've got these 2, and I've got the Trump was right about everything hat. We still have people living in poverty. You're always going to have people living in poverty. There's nowhere in the world where there are not people living in poverty. What does that even mean? Right? You like the Trump 2028 the best, Super T? Yeah, Gulf of America is good too. Yeah, I like them. And I'm, you know, I needed some new Trump hats. You know, my Make America Great Again hats, I was just telling my wife last night, I got to order some new MAGA hats, you know, because the Make America Great Again hats, I've been wearing them every day for so long. They're, you know, they're starting to get worn out. I wear them so much. Those are the only hats I've ever owned in my life that I've, like, worn out. And in the live stream in the morning, because I have the green screen, I've got a lot of Trump hats, but not many of them work with the green screen, right? They do, you know, the green screen effect, you know, if I wear some of them, you can't see the hat because of the green screen. And yeah, made in the USA. Made in the USA. Right there. This is the made in the USA. That's the Gulf of America hat. And then the Trump 2028 hat, right here, I think. Trump 2028, made in the USA. You know, I never understand that point. Every day, there's not a day that goes by on my live streams that I don't have to show someone the tag that says made in the USA. Why do these liberal trolls think they've got some point that things are made in China? The Democrats have moved all of our manufacturing all over the world, and it's hard to get things made in the United States, but Trump does it. His hats these are from the official Trump store. You know, I could have gotten these hats instantly from non-Trump stores, but I got it from the official Trump store because I wanted to buy the hats from him, of course, because I want to support the president, but I wanted them made in the United States. So if you see a Gulf of America hat, a Trump 2028 hat, or a MAGA hat that's not made in the United States, that is not an official Trump store hat. Yeah, made in the USA. Right there, man. Right there. You know what? And a lot more is going to be made in the USA. And, you know, you trolls out there, you liberal idiots, right? You deranged liberals, as President Trump says. If things being made in China and other countries is such a problem for you, you should be supporting President Trump and his tariff plan, because what he's doing with the tariffs is a lot. There's a lot of things he's doing, but one of the things he's doing is bringing manufacturing back to the United States. Yeah, I love them both. They're great, and they're both very comfortable. And I'll tell you, the Trump hats are very, very well made. I mean, look at that quality. Look at that. See, it's raised. Very good quality. Look at that. Look at the stitching. Very high quality. You don't get hats this high quality very often. Look at the inside. And they're very firm, very well made. Well, in my morning stream, every weekday morning, Monday through Friday, from 6 till 9 a.m. Eastern Time, or as we now call it, Mar-a-Lago time, you can call me live on the stream, on the air, and call me out. Yeah, they're very well made. I love the palm trees since I'm in Florida. Right? And I'll show you the Trump 2028 hat is very well made, too. Look at that. Look at that stitching. Very high quality. Very good material. Got the American flag on the side. Made in the USA. And then look at the quality on the inside, too. I mean, these are just high quality hats. I know you got a lot. I'm wearing my dark MAGA shirt, of course, with Elon on it. Oh, yeah. Which of these hats would do the most triggering, do you think? Trump 2028 or Gulf of America? Which do you think would be the most triggering to liberals, if you had to guess? Trump 2028? Ensuring a third term is un-American. Franklin Roosevelt was elected to 4 terms. How's it un-American? We could amend the Constitution. You know, if it wasn't for amending the Constitution, the slaves would never have been freed. Women would never have gotten the vote. Prohibition would never have ended. That's right. I'm just wondering, which would be most triggering? I think Trump 2028. The Gulf of America had spectacular, but they have to look close to see it. The Trump 2028, this is really big. It stands out. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Trump 2028 would be the most... Everything triggers liberals, though. I mean, you know, come on. You know. This is the one, because they'll see this coming from a mile away. But they're both spectacular. Obama just had a 3rd term with Biden. Well, if people can run, if you can have 3 terms, Obama could run. You really think he'd win? I don't think so. Trump's done a lot. He's done a lot. He has stopped, think about this. He's stopped the illegal immigration. It's down 99.99%. So there's basically no border crossing. It's Pam Bondi. They just had a massive fentanyl arrest today, thanks to Pam Bondi. Oh, no, these are great. I love these hats. These hats are spectacular. He's brought about $1 trillion in foreign investment back into the United States. Auto manufacturers are building plants here from all, even the Japanese automakers are building plants in the United States. 99.99% down. That's right. The only reason it's not 100, there were 9 illegals who got to the border that President Trump let in because they needed medical attention. Look at that. Beautiful hat. Made in America, just like our president, made in America. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. My podcast is going to drop live here on this channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And there'll be a live chat just like this. And I'm going to talk about how Connie surrendered Canada to Trump today. What a weakling Canada has as a prime. Did you see him? Oh, my goodness. He was terrified at the White House today, the Canadian Prime Minister Connie with President Trump. I break that down. Plus, I have something on the past of Letitia James that you've never heard before that I'm going to go through on my podcast. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you click the notification bell and subscribe, and it'll be right here on this YouTube channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, I know. It's amazing. You know, every time I see President Trump in the Oval Office at the White House, I got to pinch myself. It's hard to believe he's president again after all the crap they put him through the last 4 years, right? They shot him in Butler, right? Tried to shoot him again at the golf course. They arrested him on fake charges. They took him into civil courts. I mean, it's insane what they did, and he's back. And it's amazing that he's back in the White House. Isn't it crazy that he's back in the White House? It's absolutely amazing. I know, it blows me away. It's just, it is the biggest comeback in political history. It really, truly is. It really is. To have the 2 non-consecutive terms. The only thing that comes close to it is Nixon's comeback in '68 after he lost to Kennedy in 1960. But for President Trump, but he was his vice president then. For him to have 2 non-consecutive terms is amazing. And I told you guys that have been watching me for a long time, you know, I told you guys 5 years ago, 4 years ago, when Trump has his second term, it's going to be better than the first. He's going to come back with a mandate. And if you notice, he spent these last 4 years between their fake arrest and assassination attempts and breaking into his house, organizing. He has such a well-oiled machine. He's got a perfect cabinet, completely loyal, no leakers or traitors like we had in the first term, like Pence, okay? And he's getting so much done. What's wrong with bringing back Alcatraz prison? They wouldn't use that old rust bucket that's been closed since '63. They'd bulldoze it and build a new prison right there in San Francisco Bay. That's right. I love the idea of, in the most liberal city in America, having a prison right out there filled with all the illegals. Sounds pretty good to me. Roosevelt was elected to 4 terms, so why is a 3rd term disgusting and anti? Where do you live, Bo? Are you an American? It was shut down because it was old. Well, just President Trump's a builder by profession. Just bulldoze it and build a new prison. That's right. I don't believe that those guys successfully escaped from Alcatraz. I don't think they did. I know they made movies and urban legends and all that stuff, but I don't believe it. It's like the whole thing that Butch and Sundance lived or something, you know. Why would I go to Alcatraz other than to be a tourist? Trump's a builder. Yeah, that's right. He's built great buildings and golf resorts. Yep. Your situation, Caleb, your situation in Canada is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Your prime minister couldn't even sit still. He was so scared of Trump. He was a weakling wimp. You got a wimpy prime minister, and Trump didn't even let him talk hardly, right? I mean, so that's great. Trump had a big victory today in the Supreme Court too. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Trump banning transgender personnel and discharging all the transgender people from the military. That's a huge victory. That's right. It was, it's over. It is over. That's right. That's a big win for Trump. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name's Brian. Make sure you subscribe. This is where Maggie comes to talk. The Birdman of Alcatraz, he didn't even have birds at Alcatraz. He had birds at the prison he was in before. I can't help the mic. It'll come back. Don't worry. Refresh. Why would America go bankrupt? We're going to make boatloads of money. The United States is going to make more money than it's made maybe ever under Trump. He has brought back into this country about $1 trillion already in business from all over the world. The crypto people, the auto manufacturers, Apple building a plant here. Come on. No, it's true. The pharmaceutical companies moving back to the United States. That's true. Don't you watch the news? Trump has these press conferences all the time with very wealthy billionaires bringing billions of dollars each into this country. The President of the United States in his press conferences. The entire globe hates America. We don't care what people in other countries think. That's what you guys will never understand. In the United States, we don't care what people in other countries think about us or our president or our country. I mean, it's just not on the radar of Americans. It's just the way it is. We don't care what people think about us in other countries. The other countries care about us, but Americans don't care what other countries think about us, about our president, about our country. It's just not on our concern list. Yeah, I can take care of the microphones. Don't you worry. MAGA people, we know how to handle things. Okay? I'll just plug in an external microphone, that's all. That's how we roll in MAGA. Just give me a second. And boom, there we go. I'm all mic'd up. Well, these are official Trump hats. They're made in the United States. If you rewind, I showed the Made in America tags on both hats. Let me see. I'll check it out. Take care of the microphones, don't you worry. Okay, hold on. Let me do a refresh here. All right, test 1, 2. All right, test 1, 2. Sounds okay to me. It could be better, but it's, what are you going to do? It's the internet. Well, anyway, guys, I got my new hats. Make sure you subscribe. My name's Brian. Thanks for watching. This is where MAGA comes to